According to all known laws of aviation, there is no way a bee should be able to fly. Its wings are too small to get its fat little body off the ground. The bee, of course, flies anyway, because bees don't care what humans think is impossible. And I am now realizing I am reading the wrong script. Back to your regularly scheduled programming. I am Kennedy Day, and I am running for your class president. I know you've heard my campaign and many others. To see so much passion and care for class office in our grade emphasizes our need to have the ability to be proud of who we have and what we've done. What we don't realize as a collective group of people is that we need to take care of ourselves, even if that means taking risks for yourself. I understand most of you don't see me as a risk. Yet by looking at me, you don't know that at all. But any of your classmates running could be a risk. I could be the safe choice that repeats how perfect I am class president, and I could not. I'd say, if I were to be considered a risk, it'd be because I'm willing to improve and try new things with you all. There's no surefire way of knowing if someone will turn out how you expect them to be, though. That's just how politics are. I get the impression that you have experienced lies and deceit in your life, whether it came out of your mouth or of another's, and they just might be coming out of the candidate's mouth, too. I am not read off of this printed paper to tell you how I'm who should be class president and how I'm the only one who deserves your vote. I'm here to show that I am going for what I desire and what I want to achieve. You need to do that at some point in your life as well. I get it if you want to act like you don't care, and that's fine. However, sometime you will have to slow down and look at what you've got. We've been adjusted to being taught to grow up fast and live even quicker. If you're leaving Millbury High School, this election will barely affect you, but it will affect over half the kids you grew up with. You've had your problems with us, I'm sure, but we will still be a part of your history. From what I perceive, I believe that we will still have potential to succeed as a class. I can proudly say that I'm one of the few who can communicate to each and every one of you with no guilt, because I am becoming confident and already know you, giving me the chance to connect in friendship. This is what attracts me to the position of class president. As class president, I would essentially be representing the sophisticated side of our grade. To remind you, class president and other class officers do not change rules or systems in the school. Student council does. So if you're looking to change something, participate in student council. Class officers would be organizing the events throughout the year, including dances and winter carnival. As I am running for class president, it does not mean that I am only serious, because I'm still young and we're just growing up. If you don't already think I'm worth it, I'm already treasurer for environmental council. I'm named after JFK, and I'm made for politics. You know who I am, and if I already know who you are, I'll get to you. I am Kennedy Day, and I'm running for your class president. Let's get another Kennedy back in office.
Hello, fellow peers. I, Charles Mitchell, would like to be your class president for freshman year. As class president, I would make everything very fun. Also, I would help a lot with fundraising, using my amazing brain to think up new and innovative ways to raise money. I would help lead this class to victory in Winter Carnival. We will be champions for freshman class, which is very uncalled for. If you all band together and vote for me, you will never regret it. The time is now. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Vote Charlie Mitchell for president. Also, thanks to all my amazing supporters who helped me through the campaign. In order to succeed, we must first believe that we can. Never let go of your dreams. Believe me, prove them wrong. You didn't come this far only to come this far. There's no elevator to success, and you have to take the stairs. Vote Charlie for president.
The reason you should vote for me is because I can make a better place to help those in need, and to set up times and to help people be fair in order to be successful. And I'm really hoping that if I get elected, I can help people can help me. I can start fundraisers and all that stuff for the freshman class, and I hope you guys like that, because otherwise if I don't get elected, I understand, but you guys it's worth voting for each other, and I hope I get president for next year. So if you understand that there's a way difference, it's way worth it. By this, no excuses, no apologies, and yeah, and believe in those dreams and confidence, because it'll just be worth it, trying to make a dream to help each other and stuff like that. And also, it's best that if we didn't have presidents, there would be no dance committees, there would be no fundraisers, no nothing. But thanks to that, thanks to the president and all that other stuff that we could have helped. We could be saving money. We could spend money, like get all that going for next year, and that I'm really hoping that will work. So as I said, if I'm president, I can be able to do that stuff and help you. And yeah, you can talk to me, and I'll make it happen. So.
Hello, class of 2020. My name is Kelsey Reno, and I am hoping to be your president for our freshman year of high school. Although there are many other great candidates running for this position, I believe I am the best fit for the job. Since I have an older sister who is a former class officer, I deeply understand the responsibilities I will have by taking on this position. I know that I will be responsible to stay after school, complete extra work on my own time, and be prepared for many different events. I will definitely take this job seriously, but I will still have lots of fun in the process. I will take everyone's ideas into consideration and have already thought of some great fundraising ideas and projects that I would have the determination to pursue as your president. When it is time to take on Winter Carnival, I am sure that I will make the best decisions for our class, while also including every single one of you in the fun. I am a part of 3 school sports, so I am acquainted with many different people throughout the school year. I take my schoolwork very seriously, and I have showed that I am capable of doing anything I set my mind to the best of my ability. Being class president will be nothing different. Also, I try to go to as many school events as I can. If I have to be somewhere, I will make sure to be there no matter what the circumstances. Next, I will definitely be productive as your president, and will make all the information easily available to you. This would include me setting up a Class of 2020 Twitter and Instagram page, and for those of you who don't take part in social media, I would post all the information up on our bulletin board, on the Woolly News, and on the announcements. I respect each and every one of you, and I would never make a decision that wasn't to your best interest. With that said, I definitely hope that you will vote for me, Kelsey Reno, as your freshman class president.
To begin with, most of you know who I am. My name is Juliana Rogers, and I've been in Millbury here in school since kindergarten. Growing up, I feel as if I've gotten to grow with all of you. I've seen all of us become someone completely different from first grade to fifth grade, and even now, most of us are probably not who we thought we'd be. These past 2 years, though, mainly at the junior high, have really shown us what we can accomplish as a grade. We have students who participate in a wide variety of activities, from science and math extracurriculars to students who have played on varsity sports teams. I will be there to show my encouragement and support for all activities. To the best of my ability, I will help with any plans or projects we take on as a class next year. I want to be the person you feel you can talk to, trust, and suggest any ideas to. Vote me for president, and I promise to show my full support of whatever projects this class takes on in the near future. The other point I want to bring up is how well-rounded I am as a student. I am proud to say I am involved in the athletics, as well as the math team, band, and drama. I may not be the best at these activities, but I enjoy them nonetheless. Because of all these activities I am involved in, I feel comfortable talking to all social groups of the class. Therefore, when an issue comes that needs to be addressed to all students, I want to reach out to all of you. I want to hear what everybody has to say. I want your input from everywhere and not just one particular group of students. My outgoing personality would also be a great asset as president. As president, I want to be and will be that voice you all want to represent you. As president, I will stand for this class and lead us through our first year of high school to the best of my ability. I want to end with what I promised to do for this class. As freshmen, we will be entering our first year of Winter Carnival. There have been talks about moving the events to after school instead of keeping them during the day. If this so happens to be the final decision, then I will stand up and try to convince administration as to why Winter Carnival should be kept as it has been before. Our first year's excitement should not be dwindled down. The whole point of Winter Carnival is to give students a break from stress and let them lose some tension. Moving it after school loses the excitement of having a break from studying and work. Besides Winter Carnival, I also promise to make our voice heard. We will not be the lame, scared freshmen. What we want as a class will be known, and I will fight with all my effort to make sure people understand this. Vote me for president, and I promise with all my heart to try and bring this class to its highest potential.
Hello there, fellow classmates of 2020. My name is Taylor Samuelson. If you didn't already know, well, now you know that I am running to be your class president. Now, this may seem like a popularity contest to some, but I am 100% capable of this job. On top of being a straight A student, I am an active member in MHS, Environmental Council, the Wheelabrator Group, a class at H&H Dance Academy, and Girl Scouts Troop 30293. I've participated in both dance and Girl Scouts for over 8 to 9 years, which shows that I am both a very dedicated and determined person. One advantage that I have is that I have had student government experience before, and am still enduring it, since I am both a homeroom representative and part of the Junior High Student Council. I've also had some leadership experience, since I was one of the stage managers in this year's Junior High musical, High School Musical Junior. Through all of these programs and clubs, I have been able to take part in many community service projects and fundraisers. As president, I would utilize many of these skills to gain us money for dances and plan other fun things like Winter Carnival. I am very responsible, reliable, organized, and I can provide plenty of time to make sure we have an amazing introduction to high school. I believe, with me as president, our class would prosper and all of the students' voices would be heard. I would make sure that every idea ran past me would be considered and hopefully taken into effect. Thank you for taking your time listening to my speech, and I hope to represent our class in the future.
Hi, I'm Abby Assad, and I would like to be your Class of 2020 Freshman Class Vice President. I come from a long line of Wooleys. My mother, aunt, grandparents, and great-grandparents all went to Mowbray High and were all involved in student government. I would love to be able to carry on that tradition as your class vice president. I have had the honor of being a homeroom representative as well as an 8th grade representative this past year and would very much like to continue to represent our class next year. Next year, we'll be going from the top of the food chain at the junior high to the bottom at the high school. I believe it's very important that the freshmen have a strong voice on the student council. As your vice president, I will work alongside the class president to continue to make improvements in the school for every student. I will do my best to communicate with you and keep you informed. I also have some great fundraising ideas for our class, which will be very important starting next year. I can't promise you free ice cream, but what I can offer you is my time and effort. If elected, I promise to take the time to listen to all of your concerns and to do whatever I can to address those concerns. My job as VP will to work for all of you. The most important part of student government are the students that we represent. Over the past year, through student government and various service projects, I have demonstrated my ability to work well with others. I am dependable and trustworthy. I am not afraid to voice my opinions or stand up for what I believe in. As your vice president, my goal will to make our freshman year the best and also help make our class into a family. I think we should have some bonding events as a class to bring us all closer, such as movie nights or a class service project in the community. I am asking you for your vote. I believe in the school, I believe in our class, and I believe in our ability to work together for something great. If elected, I promise to work really hard for you. I want every member of the class of 2020 to have an amazing freshman year. Your choice is important in this election, and I would appreciate your vote for class vice president. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Dominic Byer. I am running for Vice President for the class of 2020. I am running for office to improve our lives at school. I will fully support and assist the President and other officers. I will represent our grade in Winter Carnival and dance-themed decisions. I am the best candidate for Vice President because I am a well-rounded person. I not only do track, but I did drama and plan to next year. In doing this, I represent many groups of people. I also do Environmental Council and Wheelabrator because I care. I care about making the school better. I care about making the world better. Voting usually turns into a popularity contest. Don't let it. Choose someone who is organized, check. Smart, check. Responsible, check. And someone who can get the job done, check. Pick someone who is well-rounded and will do what is right. I am that someone. I run varsity cross country and track, participate in drama club, Environmental Council and Wheelabrator, and I am in National Junior Honor Society. I have the 4 A's: athletics, arts, academics, and activism. If you fit into any of these or more, I can represent you. So remember, Vote Dominic for Vice President, and go Woolies!
Hi, my name is Abby Gilbert, and I'm running for class officer for our graduating class of 2020. Thank you for considering me for the role of your vice president for our 2016-2017 freshman year. Being elected for vice president will take a lot of time, effort, and dedication, but it's something I'm willing to do. Some of the traits that I believe are important in a vice president are being well-rounded, organized, and a good listener. I'm involved in several extracurricular activities and sports throughout the school and the town. The sports I participate in are softball, basketball, and soccer, which have helped me develop strong leadership skills and the ability to work well with others. On some of these sports teams, I was given the title of captain and was given many responsibilities to keep the team focused and working together. Along with these activities, my education is very important to me, and I put a lot of effort towards it as well. Some of you have known me for years, and others I have just recently met. Whether we are close friends, play in the same sports teams, or in the same classrooms, if you elect me as your vice president, all of your opinions will matter to me. Although I do have many ideas and suggestions that could help improve our freshman experience, if elected, I look forward to listening and voicing your opinions. Looking ahead to upcoming events such as Winter Carnival, as vice president, I would make sure that anyone who has any ideas or is willing to participate in the events has the opportunity to. These types of events can become very overwhelming and stressful, but I will make sure I'm organized and on top of all of our needs, keeping the activities fair and enjoyable. I am also familiar with the responsibilities of a vice president. I will attend every meeting and every event I'm needed at and will make sure information discussed is passed on to you. Most importantly, I want our freshman year to be fun and memorable. If you vote me for your vice president, I will do everything I can to make that happen. Thank you for your time, and I hope you will consider me to be elected as our 2016-2017 vice president.
I am running for vice president. You probably will hear everything I'm about to say regardless, but I have some good ideas, some not so good ideas. I'll sort that out through. But the point is, vote Charlie for president. But moving on from that, my ideas for vice president are, make sure we're not going to be in the hole where the freshmen are right now. The rate they're going with fundraising, they will not even be able to have events such as prom. So we definitely need to make sure we're not going to be in the dilemma like that they are. And I will also be making sure I take all considerations from all social groups within the school into my ideas. And I'll make sure the president doesn't fall out of line either.
Hi, I'm Jenna Talbert, and I would like to be your vice president for our freshman year. For those of you who don't know me, I am a hardworking student and athlete. I believe in putting in the time and effort needed to develop high-quality outcomes. As your vice president, I will put my best efforts towards our class. In doing this, I plan on focusing on fundraising for our class, which is a vital part of being vice president. With good fundraisers, our class will be able to succeed and make our year run smoothly. As vice president, I will assist the president as needed. If the president is unavailable, I will always be there to fill in. I would be the person you could come to, and I would urge you to do so. As vice president, I will strive to include the ideas of each member of our class in the decisions I make. For example, Winter Carnival is one of the most important events in our school. It takes a great deal of planning that I am ready for. With my help, we will have a better chance of succeeding in Winter Carnival and as a class. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Gianna Borowski, and I'm running for your class of 2020 secretary. I can think of many reasons why you should elect me, but I'll tell you a few. For one thing, I'm really good with technology. I can make a class remind and Twitter to give you up-to-date information. I can also email out any other information and plans that we have. Technology is extremely important in this day and age, and I want to utilize it. I also know how to both lead and be a part of a team. I do many extracurricular activities, such as drama club, marching band, and the Wheelabrator Club. I'm also an officer in Environmental Council, part of the National Junior Honor Society, and I've been a counselor in training at various summer camps over the years. I can take charge when necessary, but I can also just sit back and contribute my ideas. I'm also very organized. I can both type and write well, letting me take good notes. I can keep everything in order and make sure everything is and stays neat. I work well with others and will discuss any of your ideas with you. I will make sure that all of your ideas are heard during meetings. Your voice matters. This is why you should elect me as your class secretary.
Hello, my name is Shannon Reno, and I'm running as secretary of the class of 2020 for our freshman year. High school is going to be a very exciting time of our lives, and I know that I have the skills and qualities that will help us have a very successful freshman year. I am a very determined, productive, and committed member of our school community, and I know that I will be able to fulfill the requirements no matter the circumstances. I will always put the class of 2020 first and make sure that the decisions that we make as class officers will benefit the entirety of the class and not a single group of people. I am a very outgoing member within the classroom and in my extracurricular activities, and I believe that this is an example of how I will behave as a leader within our class. I am involved in many different school sports and activities, and I know that this shows how I am able to communicate with different groups of people within our grade. A vote for me means that everyone is involved. A big part of being class secretary is the ability to be organized and to make sure the class is aware of what is going on. I am a very organized student who has proven that I am able to take on an important workload and get it done efficiently and in a timely manner. Another great aspect that I have is I am very artistic. This will help with Winter Carnival and other events. As secretary, I promise to always be organized and keep everyone involved. So please, vote for me, Shannon Reno, as our class secretary for our freshman year of high school, because a vote for me means that everyone is involved. I'm looking forward to a great year.
I'm running for treasurer. As most of you know, I have something to say before you go. You should vote for me, no less, no mo. Now I promise you I'm fit for the job. When you vote for me, you'll be as happy as when you eat corn on the cob.
Hi, my name is Megan Cody, and I'm running for your class treasurer. Now, some of you may be watching this video and saying to yourself, this is pointless, I'm voting for my best friend. Others may be saying, I'm voting for the most popular candidate. But in reality, it's not a popularity contest, and maybe voting for your best friend isn't the best choice. Now, your best friend won't know if you don't vote for them, and sometimes it's better off. Then there are some of you who don't care to the point where you pick a random name. Remember, you have to trust this person with your money. Now, when I'm giving someone my money, I don't want them to lose it. Also, I most definitely don't want to pay again because my class treasurer lost the money. Oh, and I certainly don't want someone who loses everything holding my money, nor do I want someone who's unfriendly and untrustworthy. For those of you who may not know me too well, here's some background information about me. I'm a rather active girl, and I play 3 sports for the school. I play soccer, basketball, and I do spring track. I play soccer year-round, and it is my favorite sport out of the 3. I also enjoy swimming, ice skating, and ice fishing. Some of my hobbies include hanging out with friends and being outside. Outside of school and sports, I enjoy spending time with my family. In the summer, I help out my parents at camps that they run, and I enjoy making new friends there. I have been in the same class as most of you for a while now. Most of us go all the way back to kindergarten. There have been some new kids here and there, but at the end, we're all one big class of 2020. I have big intentions for our class. Our class tends to lack coming together and becoming one class as a whole. As your treasurer, I hope to break the ice and bring the friendly factor back to our grade. I have the factors of what it takes to be MHS's class of 2020 treasurer. I understand the responsibilities of being in school office. I also have had past experiences with this work. I recently ran the t-shirt sale for our school. I collected money and kept track of everyone's orders and who had paid or who had not. Also, I am my homeroom representative. I keep my homeroom connected with what we talk about at our meetings. I inform my homeroom on events that are happening at our school and keep them involved with the votes for decisions that need to be made. This year, I also was a co-representative of the annual Toys for Tots Toy Drive. I was chosen by our English teacher to help out with the project. I was in charge of announcing things to make sure people were donating. I also had many other responsibilities that involved the same qualities when being a class treasurer. We later went to the warehouse and helped sort toys for families in need. It was an amazing experience, and I think I could use my past experiences to do an outstanding job as our class treasurer. To add on to all these experiences, I was I also was the captain of the JV soccer team. I had multiple responsibilities in order for the team to run well and work together. I had many things to keep track of, and I am a very organized student. I am also very organized from things like my locker, all the way to the last penny of the money I will soon hold as your class treasurer. Lastly, I understand the time commitment that comes through when running and being elected and involved in class office. I will make sure that I can make it to every meeting and find a great time or place to collect your class dues from each and every individual. So after hearing a little bit about myself and what I have to offer, please vote for me, Megan Cody, as your class treasurer.
Over the few years we have spent at Millbury Junior Senior High School, I have developed goals and ideas for our class of 2020. As running for our class treasurer for our freshman year, I want to put these ideas out and hopefully put them to use. You're probably thinking right about now, why should I vote for her? What does she have that no one else does? Well, I may not have a perfect answer for you, but I can guarantee that the dedication that is needed to make our freshman year great, I can provide. I am very organized and positive, I work well with others, and I know what our class needs, so vote for me, Morgan Curtin, for your class treasurer.
Hi, I'm Marina Kazmierzak, and I'm an 8th grader. I play on the JV softball team, and I run winter track. I'm on the honor roll, and I made it into the National Junior Honor Society. I try my hardest to have all my grades above a 90 average. I'm a good participating student in all my classes, but now I want to be more involved. Since the first day at Millbury Junior Senior High, I knew I wanted to be involved with many clubs and sports. I always heard announcements about getting in your class dues at the beginning of the year. I always heard about all the presidents and vice presidents as well. Treasurer was something new. I hadn't heard of it. I have never heard of it until about a month ago. Treasurer has the job of collecting class dues and making sure everyone has paid. I will strive to make sure everyone has paid their class dues. I will make sure the money is safe and not lost. Who wants to lose money? I know I won't lose any of the money, especially when it's paying for all our class trips and dances. As well as our future student council members, I will make sure we have a fun and memorable year. So today I'm asking you to vote for me for treasurer. I will make sure I listen to any and all of your questions, and I will work hard to prove my spot. Thank you. Remember, Marina Kaz for your class treasurer.
Hi, as you already know, my name is Daniel Pacelli, and I'm running for treasurer. I think I would make an excellent treasurer for the fact you can trust me to keep track of the money for our grade. You can count on me to be able to know what I'm doing, and I do. Some of you will vote for your friends just because, but I think you should vote for the person you think could keep track of the things and smart enough to know how to add up the money and be organized with them and keep them safe so they don't get lost. If you vote for me and I get in, I will be that person.
Hello, junior high. My name is Hunter Swanson. I am running for the position of treasurer, and my campaign is a bit different than everyone else's. As I'm sure a few people have said already in their speeches, this event is essentially a popularity contest. If nobody knows who you are, you don't get elected. Simple. Not fair, of course, but it matters to people who don't have too many connections, like me. It leaves some of us at a disadvantage. So, my philosophy is that you should vote for somebody who you think is qualified for the job, so not just your friend. That said, I still have to point out why you should vote for me. Honestly, I believe that I can win if you believe in me. But I have to overcome that barrier that people put up so that they can vote for their friends. This job involves math, which a lot of people don't enjoy that much. I do enjoy it, so therefore I may be a better choice for that reason. But as a few of you know, I am a bit overconfident there. I'll try to keep that in check. May the best man win.